Today we are crafting some Dollar Tree DIYs that create those cozy fall vibes you want all over your home using cheap supplies in a small amount of time. A huge thank you to Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. I'll have more info on them later on in the video and an incredible deal that you'll want to stick around for, so make sure you stay and check that out. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and let's get started. So for this first project, I just loved this Hello Fall swivel sign that I found at Dollar Tree, and it is beautiful as is. It actually swivels around and the back side is a chalkboard, and I didn't even want to make this over, but I thought it would be fun to get more of these and actually set them in like a set of 3. Now one of them didn't make it home in perfect condition. It came out of its little base, so I will have to attach that back, but I thought it would be a fun idea to set this up kind of like a little collection where I left the middle one as is, and then I add some of my favorite fun fall memories or photos to either side on these little chalkboards. It's a perfect black background. I just found the only thing that I had on hand or that was closest to me, this little square block that was the perfect square, and it fit inside of this sign really good. So I used that as my template to cut these photos down, and then I'm actually just cutting the back of a thumbtack down, so I just have the front. It does have still a little bit of the sharp stick, so I still was able to push it down into this MDF, which I did hot glue, but will also help hold them in place, adds a little bit of extra hardware, but looks really cute as a little collection, and getting to use 3 of these versus just 1. Okay, for the next project, we are using some of these small glass bowls that have the lids. We are going to be removing the lids because we don't need that for this project. And then for the base, I'm actually using one of these glasses. They actually came from Dollar General. They were just cheaper there. Buy one, get one was a promo going on. So I paid half price for these at 50 cents. I knew I couldn't go wrong. I wanted to create some DIY mushrooms, but just not like the same mushrooms that everyone creates. So I wanted to make them just a little bit unique and different. So for this one, I am making a small one and a tall one, and all I did different was stick one of those cupcake shaped styrofoam pieces into one of them. It's going to give the illusion that it's taller on one than the other, but I love the shape of these blue glasses. They have like the ridges on there, which will give it texture. I started by using some of my mineral colored chalk paint to paint the bases, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint the inside of the bowl white because I'm going to be layering paint on the outside. After that coat of paint had dried, I hot glued the styrofoam piece in place, which is just on top of one of these glasses, and then add the bowl right on top, and then I glue the smaller bowl to the smaller or the shorter glass, or the same size glass, but you know what I mean. I hot glue that down in place, let these cool off and make sure they're really sturdy, and then next you'll need some circular stickers. Now I was originally thinking of like the yard sale stickers that they sell at Dollar Tree, but I didn't have any on hand, so this was the closest thing I found, these little reward stickers, but they worked perfect. I just put them on the sides, go over this with some moss color green paint, let it dry, do a second coat, and then I start removing the stickers. I quickly discovered after using this little Cricut tool that it was just as easy to remove these using my hands versus just that tool. So I used it to get it started and then pulled the rest of the sticker off. And even if there is a little bit of paint bleed, don't fret it because this is painted on glass. There's no paint underneath because our white paint is inside of the bowl, so you can easily just scratch out the circle until it's perfect. I touched up a couple of little places that I scratched, but how gorgeous are these? I am obsessed. I'm going to be making more of these as soon as I can, but I'll definitely have these everywhere in my house this fall season. I hope you all are loving these projects, but I wanted to take a second to tell you a little bit more about Craftsy and share with you what you are missing out on. They also have my subscribers an incredible deal that you don't want to pass up. If you haven't heard of Craftsy, it is an online resource and community where millions of creative crafters and DIYers go to find inspiration and advance their creative skills, broaden their talents, and try something fresh and new, including art skills. Craftsy offers over 2,000 creative classes, everything from quilting, crocheting, painting, cake decorating. I am always having to learn new skills for video ideas, new project ideas, and there's no need to get overwhelmed because Craftsy breaks down each class into a step-by-step journey and makes it really enjoyable. I love their class 7 Days of Drawing by Patricia Watwood. I love sketching and it just brings me back to high school sketching the bowl of fruit. It's so relaxing to me and I'm not the best at it, but learning from professional artists on Craftsy, they make it really easy to learn new tips and tricks, and I just improved in just a little bit, already learning new things from the professional artist. So if you are looking for a new creative outlet or maybe needing inspiration or wanting to brush up on something that you've already done before, Craftsy can be perfect for you. The first 1,000 of my subscribers that goes and clicks a link down in the video description underneath this video will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for just $1.49. That is an incredible deal that I know you guys will just enjoy it so much. So get out there, be creative and adventurous, and try something new. But let's go ahead and get back on into the video. Does your Dollar Tree have a vase display like this one? There is even more on the other side. I love these little round ones. This gray one just seemed a little bit plain to me, so I thought I would dress it up with you guys. So I'm using some of my Rust-Oleum stone textured paint, and all I am doing is giving this a couple of spritz of it. Now this paint can be very pricey at Walmart, but it goes so far because I use it very sparingly. So I get so many projects out of this, but go ahead and paint it, spritz it on both sides, let it dry, and then start adding in my floral. I will say the shape of this vase isn't ideal. You kind of have to stick the plant stems or floral stems down in either side, pointing the opposite direction. That's why I'm taking the time to cut them apart. And then I'm using some jute twine as well as some pine cones, some tiny little pine cones, and glue that on as a charm. And this finishes it up. It adds that perfect pop of fall color, but also textured and looks really high end. There's no denying that Dollar Tree puts out some gorgeous fall stakes, but I don't always have a lot of room to put yard stakes out, and it's something that they'll blow down or get run over with the mower, so I like to just add these into planters around the house, but there's only so many that I can use. So a really fun way to make these over is to actually bend the stake up, and then you can rock it back and forth until it's removed. You can see it caused a tiny bit of damage. There's a little hole left behind where it was welded together, but I'm going to cover that up by moving the metal leaf just in a little bit and putting a fake leaf underneath of it, and it's going to add texture, a little pop of color, but also hide that imperfection. And now I just have to work on the base. I am using just one of these wooden pieces from Dollar Tree, but you could use any scrap wood or even cardboard or tower blocks, anything that you have on hand that would help it to stand up. I didn't like the original color, so I went over with a darker brown and then used a tower block just to help stabilize this a little bit. But these will be so fun all over my house for just a couple of bucks if you count the base at $1.25. So I have $2.50 in these, and so much cheaper than if I even went to the dollar store and purchased these. Usually they want like $5 for anything big like this, but a gorgeous pop of color, and you could add these into bookends or tables or really anything that you like. But there's so many details on these stakes. I love them, so I have to incorporate them into my home decor. I have a couple of these left over from earlier this year. These make the cutest pumpkins. Seriously, I had a lot of these. I don't know why I purchased so many of them. I didn't want them to go to waste. I thought it would be fun to incorporate them into each season so I can bring them out and put them away so I don't just have words all over my house. But I thought it would be fun to add some leaves to the top as well as the stem, just to kind of make this look like a pumpkin, and then you can just write whatever you want on there, personalize it using the letters that come with it. For the stem, I just pulled it off of one of my favorite pumpkins and then cut away the little piece that pushes down into the styrofoam. I did have to use my utility knife and cut away a little bit extra just so it would sit flat at the top of this, glued it down, and then I was ready to personalize it. I went with the classic "It's Fall, Y'all," but you could put your last name on here or "Welcome to" and then your last name at the bottom. this surprisingly does come with a lot of letters, and I thought I didn't have any more L's because this one took 4, but I just had to flip them over and found plenty, but a cute way to display a fun message. I was on the hunt for wooden spoons, and Dollar Tree only had the ones with a silicone handle. Dollar General was even disappointing. They were sold out of all of them besides these bamboo spoons. And honestly, if you have the option, definitely try to look for something other than these slick bamboo spoons, because the rub-on transfers didn't want to attach on these very well. I really had to rub them for several minutes before it would even act like it was starting to stick to the spoon, but I still wanted to share with you all because it is possible, and it still turned out really pretty and a fun way to dress these up. If you have like a crock or utensil holder on your counter, I love to take the time to put in decorative rolling pins and dressed up spoons like this. It just really dresses up your kitchen and makes it really fun and festive. After I applied all of my rub-on transfers, I am adding just a small layer of Mod Podge just to cover it so I can wipe it down. I'm not going to throw these in the dishwasher. I'm just going to wipe these off. I'm not even using them for cooking or anything. They're just for decorative purposes. After I finished the fall ones, I decided to make a Halloween set just so I could easily trade them out. I did these a little bit different though on the actual spoon itself. So either way you want to tuck it down inside of a utensil holder, whether it's the handle up or the spoon part up. I even added a couple of fun bows just to add more color, but thought they turned out really cute. I wanted to throw this in this video even though I'm not completely sold. I know a lot of people were telling me about clear glue instead of epoxy, and I have used it in the past, so I wanted to try it again, but I just wasn't sold on it. I 1000% would rather mix the epoxy and have it set up in 24 hours or whatever versus putting the clear glue in this vase. I added it in there and then put the florals in there. This wasn't name brand. It was not Elmer's clear glue. It was just the Dollar Tree Jot brand, so maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I do want to test all of these and see which one that I like the best, because this is something I do like keep doing every season, is adding the faux water to the bottom of the vase. So let me know if you've tried them. I'm still an epoxy girl and I still like to use that, take the time to mix it up, and it still works the best for me. But I tried this. It took like a week to dry. So I do want to emphasize that it took like a week to fully dry, and you can tell I messed it up just by pulling it up and checking to see if it was dry. But if it dries or not, it still looks really good in here, and this is how the vase turned out. So let me know in the comments down below which project was your favorite. Also, don't forget about Craftsy. Remember, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the video description will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. Don't forget to leave that big thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Bye!